Hi, Cancer. This is Amy with Wisdom and Fate Tarot, and I am here today to do your general reading for mid-August to mid-September 2017. So, I am doing my spreads a little bit differently this time. There's a few extra cards, and I hope that there will be more clarity to the reading. It's a little bit more information for you to deal with, and hopefully that will be helpful. And I'm just bored doing the usual 5-card spread. So we're going to do something different just because. So the first card that I have for you, and I believe I got this card for Pisces. It's been like a week since I did their reading. And I think it was in the same place, and it is the 8 of Wands. And for them, I was picking up the message that they needed to ask questions and find out what people's motivations are. But I believe for you, this card is more about being motivated to do things differently in your life. And I think that you are trying to focus on your finances right now, more so than working on relationships or looking for love or any of that emotional stuff that water signs tend to do. We want to get our life in order. So your reading is somewhat similar to Pisces. It's a little bit different, but kind of similar. It's more financially focused. Who would have thunk? The next card that I have for you, and I believe this is your energy, is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a water sign, such as yourself. Could be Pisces, could be Scorpio, could be another water sign that you're dealing with, but I really think this is your energy. And the King of Cups, this is a guy that he kind of has his emotions in check. He's, it could be female or male, depending on who's watching, but, he has his emotions in check. And, even though he may appear like he's stern on the outside, his feelings can get hurt very easily, but he has that like under wraps right now. And I believe he is focused more on getting his life in order, like I had just said. So he's not going to let his emotions get the best of him. So I think that's what you guys are all doing. You're trying to focus more on work, finances, maybe paying off some bills, getting things in order, and you're not focusing on relationships as much, which is kind of good. It's good to have a change up. So I'm like kind of proud of the water signs right now. I haven't done Scorpio yet, but I'm hoping they're doing the same thing as Pisces and Cancer. The next card that I have for you, and this is kind of exciting for me, is the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands to me is a card about achievement, but also a card about that entrepreneurial mindset. So I'm thinking that there is something that you guys are really motivated to do right now. Maybe some of you want to start your own business. Maybe some of you just want to change your career, but you're kind of like taking control and being in charge of your own life, and you have that entrepreneurial mindset, and you'll achieve success. I know you will. I just love seeing this card for water signs. It's awesome. The next card that I have for you, which is probably why you're so focused on money right now, kind of out of character, is the 9 of Wands reversed. And when I see this card reversed, a lot of times it means that you are stressing out about your finances. You're stressing out about those bills. You're like, how can I continue to pay all of this? And I think that's why you are trying to make some changes. You are motivated, and this is fast movement. So when you make up your mind what you want to do, you're gonna move, and you're gonna move fast, and you're gonna make those changes, and you're not gonna think twice. So if it is a new business, that's great with this card. But, this is probably why. Because you were just so worried, and whatever it is you're doing right at this very moment for money, it's just not enough. It's not enough. And you know that, and you're willing to make the changes and somehow get that extra money that you really truly need and just start paying shit off, getting rid of bills, setting yourself up better. But you've got another good financial card. This is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is a new financial beginning. But it also is about success. So if you are starting a new business, this is a really good time. I think you are going to do well. I think you want to do something too for yourself. Like, I think you realize that working for other people, sometimes you're helping them achieve their dreams, but what are you doing for yourself? Yes, you're making a paycheck, but you're barely getting by paying the bills. So why not have your own dream, and why not work towards that? Work towards your own dream instead of somebody else's, right? And make more money. So for some of you, I really think it is a new business that you want to take on. And you're being very creative, because I have a lot of wands cards here. You're really trying to find different ways of doing things. So the next card I have for you is the Ten of Wands. So we have the Eight of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Nine of Wands reversed, and now we have the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is about feeling that heavy burden. But it's also about pushing forward. Really pushing, and pushing. Because you're going to get to where you want to get to. You just can't give up. You've got to keep going. Even if it does feel like a burden right now. And the next card is the Four of Pentacles. And I believe this is about you trying to get that financial stability into your life. Like, just really, really, again, motivated to do things differently. Having that entrepreneurial mindset, taking control, being responsible, and getting this financial stability that you really, really want and desire. And maybe even setting yourself up for the future. Maybe like having, a nice savings for yourself so you can retire and enjoy life in your older age. That's not such a bad idea. Instead of constantly paying bills and barely making it each month. Like, you want that extra money in your savings account. Or you want to invest it so it can grow. So it can make you more money. And then the final card that I have for you is the Page of Swords. And, the Page of Swords can be an air sign that's in your life, someone who's young, between the ages of 18 and 30. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But I don't think that for many of you that is the case. I believe that this card represents initiative. Initiative on your part to keep pressing forward and to stay really motivated on whatever financial new beginning you have during this time period. And, the Page of Swords is a person that takes the initiative, but also becomes better. It's like they're a student right now, but they will become very innovative, and they'll put themselves into a different situation by using their logic and doing things very differently. So, like, you're the water sign, and the only card that we have for you that is a water card is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is kind of logical. And he does have his emotions in check. So I just really think that many of you right now want to do things differently and want to take control of your own lives. Take responsibility and maybe even start your own business. I mean, if you're just in the process of thinking about it, maybe by mid-September, because this is a reading for mid-August to mid-September, you'll actually be motivated to make those moves and take those chances. Because I think it's a really good time period to start things new. I mean, I know we're in a Mercury retrograde, but that's going to soon end. It'll be over before we know it. And you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is that new financial beginning. It's also success. So, I hope that resonated with most of you. If it did not, feel free to view your moon sign and your rising sign videos. If you have any questions for me, I will leave my email in the description box below. I'd be more than happy to answer those. And I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching.